Yep, we're actually talking about Gohan again. Now, today's video is just going to be talking about just Gohan in general, because Gohan has been kept out of the loop, because it's like nobody decided to approach Gohan about anything. Everyone was just like, you know what, Gohan is with his family having a good time, let's not ruin that for him. And the one time that Gohan shows up, you know, at his family's house, where Goku's there, Vegeta's there, everyone's there but Trunks, he's been told what happened to Trunks' future. You know that Goku Black and Zamasu are actually, you know, terrorizing his future, and Gohan had no idea. Gohan only saw the side of Trunks that, you know, that Trunks showed, where Trunks was basically like, nothing was wrong, I decided to visit, you know, and that he was just bonding a bit with his family, and, you know, he noticed how different this Gohan was from the one from his future. So here Gohan is like, I can't believe something like this was happening, and, you know, he has a flashback of Trunks obviously just like talking to him, and he feels distressed, he feels sad, because obviously he feels helpless, you know, he wants to help his friend, because those two were very good friends back during the Cell arc, and now his friend is in distress, and it's like, I don't think, there's nothing else I can think but Gohan feeling like he's useless once again. Okay, because in the Resurrection F arc of the Super, he wasn't able to protect himself against Frieza, his friends. All he could do is raise his power level until his father and, you know, Vegeta arrived to, you know, save the day. So he felt useless, so he decided to, you know, start sparring with Piccolo again, because, you know, he got killed, essentially. He got killed and then revived by Piccolo. So here he's not good enough again to even be told that, you know, the future is in distress, the future is in danger. Like, Trunks didn't say anything. Trunks was gonna say something, but then he saw how happy Gohan was with his family, and, you know, he doesn't want to ruin that for Gohan, you know, because the Gohan from his timeline never got to experience any of this. All he knew was a life of constant fear and just fighting. He never got to do what he wanted to do. And again, Gohan doesn't like fighting. Gohan only fights when he has to. It's been stated numerous times that's why Gohan fights. Gohan fights when he thinks that there is no other option. He has to save the world. That's why he fought against Cell. He didn't want to fight against Cell, but then when he transformed, the Saiyan instincts inside of him just overtook him. The cockiness, the power. He was finally able to make Cell pay for what he did to everybody, to people from numerous cities, to his friends that he was beating up with Cell Juniors, when he absorbed the androids, when he killed Android 16. So he was getting revenge against him. And now that we see Gohan today, it's a completely different contrast. He was always that scared kid that didn't want to fight, you know, and now he's finally able to just distance himself from all of this stuff and study. And as much as we all hate that, it's what else can he do at this point? Can he come back and pull off the same kind of transformations as Trunks? I don't think so, because Trunks was still continuously training, you know, he was continuously in fights. Sadly, Trunks was always in some sort of battle for the future, which is what made him progress to be this strong. Remember in that episode when he was fighting against Super Saiyan 3 Goku? His Super Saiyan 2 form was almost at the same scale of that Goku, you know. And that Goku was, you know, obviously not the Battle of Gods one, but the one after that arc, even the one after Resurrection F. So he was significantly more powerful in his base form, which just tells you about how much more powerful Trunks has gotten. So Gohan at this point, unless he like does some sort of thing where he goes into the hyperbolic time chamber and like stays in there for like 3 days straight, we're not going to see any sort of improvement. Plus he needs a training partner to really improve himself, because going in there alone is not really going to do much on you but strain your body. And like, you need somebody to like beat you up so you can get stronger and you can hone your senses more, because if you're out there fighting against somebody who's, you know, testing your limits, who's, you know, pushing you to your edge, you're obviously going to get stronger. You're going to have that sense of realism in the fight. So everyone's, you know, been saying, hey, Gohan's going to make a comeback, look at him, he looks angry, but I don't see it, because, I mean, he might try, but I don't see him ever being the way he was when he was against Cell, or when he was fighting against Majin Buu in the Buu saga, it was great. Like, that moment was great. It was like fight you? No, I'm gonna kill you. Like, that was just one of his best moments so far. His downfall began during the Beerus arc, and it's just been like in terms of a warrior, he's been going down, but in terms of a family man and, like, you know, providing for his family, he's there, you know, he's there for his family. And I guess at this point, all that matters is his happiness. If something happens, you know, he obviously still has to, you know, maintain some power. He has to train. He can't, like, go to the point where he's weak and doesn't know how to fight and everyone can one-shot him. Like, you can't have that happen. Like, he's got to think realistically. He's still got to, you know, maintain some of that strength in case, you know, something happens to Goku and Vegeta. Like, they could have died. They could have died in that timeline. Like, the time machine could have been destroyed. They could have been killed there. And then what happens next? What happens next in this timeline? You know, when some other threat shows up or something, there's going to be Piccolo, and then there's going to be Gohan as the next strongest, you know, tier. Also Goten and Trunks too as Gotenks. So you'd have those three characters. And Gohan wouldn't even, I don't think he's even as strong as he used to be. I don't know if he's stronger than Piccolo at this point, because power scaling hasn't been nice to Gohan one bit. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we're all hoping that something will happen with Gohan, that he's going to get like some sort of power boost. But like I said, I don't see it. I don't see it happening just because of Gohan being like that as a character. And this is his choice to make, like, that's all it comes down to. It's up to him to say, yes, I want to train and get stronger, or no. And he doesn't have that same drive that Goku and Vegeta have, unless it's to protect the world. And this is Trunks' world that we're talking about, and I think it's too late at this point for him to really do anything. Maybe he can still participate in, like, the Universal Tournament, which is possibly going to happen down the road. But at the moment, I don't see him being useful at all. He'd only probably get in the way. And it's sad to say that, but that's just what's going to happen if he goes into the future at all, you know. Plus, you've seen the end of Z. You already know how it's going to end, unless Toriyama decides to somehow change the ending up. Because we still haven't seen Bra, which is, you know, Trunks' little sister, and she's apparently supposed to be older than Pan. So I don't know what's going on with that whole thing. I don't even want to know. But maybe that's a hint as to, you know, the Dragon Ball Z ending being changed, and Goku not flying off with Oob and being all selfish. But let's not get into that. But, you know, I didn't want to bring up another discussion video about Gohan because I've done like 4 or 5 of these on my channel, and it just sucks that I have to keep doing this to just tell people that, hey, he's not going to come back because he's already a family man now. He hasn't been training. He doesn't have the drive. He wants to be a scholar. He's achieving his dreams. You know, he only fights for, you know, the sake of the planet when it's in danger, and he's the only one that can stop it. And, you know, that's it. So what do you guys think of Gohan? Do you guys think that there's any tiny chance of him, you know, somehow being brought back into the spotlight once again in future battles, and not just being used as like some sort of decoy until the main characters show up? And thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And just, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Have an epic day.